Welcome to the Popcorn Talk Network, for the online broadcast network that features movie discussion, news, and interviews. Press 1. Popcorn Talk. We talk movies. From the Popcorn Talk Network and producers Maria Menounos, Kevin Undergaro, and Phil Svitek, this is iTalk Movies. Long-form interviews with leading members of the film industry. And your host of iTalk Movies.
What's up, you guys? I'm Danica Kennedy here with Heather Sossaman from Unfriended, which is coming out April 17th. Thanks for joining me in the studio.
Thanks for having me. I'm excited.
Yes, we have a little bit of creepy music going on because, you guys, I'm interviewing a ghost of a dead girl right now.
Yes. I came back.
You came back. Well, before we get started, you can find me on Twitter at Danica Kennedy. And where can they find you?
Twitter, Heather Sossaman, I think is my phone.
I think it is too, but
yeah,
I'm not positive.
I think I got my own name on Twitter, Heather Sossaman, and then Instagram, Heather_Sossaman.
Okay, good to know.
Yeah.
Got to switch it up on each account. So Unfriended, I really want to see. You saw it for the first time last night,
Yeah,
right?
I saw the final cut for the first time last night.
So it's always weird seeing yourself on camera, I'm sure. But what did you think of it?
It's a really scary movie. There's, parts that I'm in that are a little hard to watch, but...
Did you scare yourself?
I did, yeah. It was even scarier than I expected. I've seen little clips here and there. I've seen different cuts, but the final cut came together so well. I'm so proud of it. I'm really excited.
So I know you can't spill everything because we got to go see it in theaters, but you're maybe, you can't. You feel like some energy and you just get
definitely.
Like vibes
I definitely get
sometimes.
really creeped out. I can't even watch scary movies. I saw The Exorcist in high school and I slept in my parents' bed that night. Like, I'm such a baby, so...
So when you're working on a scary movie, it's, so fake. Was it not nearly as scary working on it, or was it
disturbed
scary?
me. Like, I read a scary script, and, like, I had one in my car one time after I read a script, and I actually seriously took it out of my car because I felt like the script just had bad energy. It scared the crap out of me. No pun intended. But...
It's scary, but, I mean, I'm the same way where I'm, like, a total pussy with scary things, and, like, I've been building myself up more and more, but I always thought, oh, maybe if you're in it, it's not as scary, but it's totally just as scary. It's not just the music and everything.
It is for me, at least.
Post.
I don't know about anybody else, but, like, there was, when we were doing our last round of reshoots, I was in the studio, and they were editing in the next room, and I went to the bathroom and walked back in. I was just doing my own thing, and all of a sudden I heard this massive scream come out of the editing room, and I, like, backed up and, like, knocked a picture off a wall, and they're like, what's wrong with you? And I was like, I guess I just scared myself.
You're like, it must be good, because it's scaring me.
I'm, like, a super jumpy person. I had, like, my eyes closed at some points in the movie. I was like, I'm a total scaredy cat.
What kind of parts do you like playing the most?
This one was really fun. I have said my whole life I wanted to play a crazy person, so this was super fun to me. I like doing everything. The more, the more different kind of things I get to do, the better. But crazy is always fun.
Do you feel like going on Skype or like chat roulette and just kind of screwing with people?
Yeah,
like,
I
after
do.
the movie premieres?
I do that sometimes.
I feel like that would be so fun. Like if I was on Pretty Little Liars or something like that, I'd be like texting from A, like, watch out, bitches.
I totally do
or,
it.
like,
It's my full entertainment at night sometimes. I just sit there and I, like, hop on Skype, or somebody messages me on Facebook, and every once in a while I'll just respond, and they're like, and I'm like, yeah.
That's so fun, though.
Yeah.
You just mess with people.
It is. It's super fun.
Yeah, I mean... I want to see the movie really bad. I saw that you saw Dax Shepard, by the way, at the premiere. I love Dax.
You do.
Okay.
I was such a nerd. He probably is like, so he probably went home and was like, hey, I met this complete freak tonight. He has obviously no idea who I am. And I'm like, hey, Dax, I was just in a movie. It was in there. And he was just like, yeah, you want to take a picture? I was like, yeah. I'm like talking his ear off through the picture. It's so embarrassing.
I feel like he's probably used to that by now.
He is.
I mean, he's like, pretty great.
Yeah, I was like just like a complete nerd. It was so sad.
That's awesome though. He was at your premiere though. You're like, hey, check me out, Dax.
I know, I loved it. He was really cool. He's very
awesome.
nice.
And then you're also going to be doing NCIS after Unfriended comes out, right?
Uh-huh.
Or you already shot it? But
I already shot it. Yeah, I'm doing a guest star. I don't know the exact air date, but the episode is called Troll.
So, okay.
Yeah.
And you've done NCIS before, or you've done CSI?
I've done 3 different CSIs, and then I did NCIS LA, which is really fun. We had the same director, and they're like the nicest crew and the nicest people on that show. I mean, it's no wonder it's been on so long because they're just like so nice. My mother-in-law was in town from Pennsylvania, and I brought her on set with me. They were giving her the tours, and she was taking pictures. She had a lot of fun.
It seems like such a fun show to work
on.
It
seems
they're
really
like
nice.
You've worked on a lot of fun shows too. You did 90210, Hawaii 5-0.
Yeah, 90210 when I was the original one, not the new one. When I was
when
like
you were
a little kid. Yeah.
How old were you when you started acting?
I think my first role I was 9.
Nice.
Yeah.
And that was one of your first ones. You were 10 or something.
Yeah, I was really young. It was back when Aaron Spelling was involved, and I had a little audition with him, and he asked me right there, and my mom was like, "Do you know what just happened?" And I was like, "I don't know, some old guy told me I got a part." And she was like, "That was Aaron Spelling," and I was like, "Cool, who's that?" I'm 9, but it was really cool thinking back now that that happened, and it was super fun.
That's amazing. I know that's always how it is for child actors. You don't even know how much the money's worth
there with my
or the part.
Soda. I was excited he offered me a soda. I was like, "Yeah, that nice guy gave me a soda. That's what just happened."
That's awesome. Yeah. So you like doing the drama shows as well. I mean, scary, obviously. You get scared a little bit, but it's fun to switch it up. For you guys listening, I actually met Heather at a Universal audition. We were both playing Marilyn Monroe.
Yeah.
Boop, boop, be doo. But it's so funny because, I've seen you in all these things now. I was just, in the movie theater, and I was like, oh, my gosh, that's Heather. And, I've seen you as Marilyn, and then you're, this dead ghost, which in a way is, kind of similar to Marilyn, but totally opposite.
Yes,
so,
very similar.
Hey. But it was so great to see you in that part. I want to see the whole movie definitely when it comes out.
Yeah, I'm really excited for everybody to see it. I think it's gonna definitely live up to the expectations that everybody has for it, and then it's gonna exceed the expectations for the people who aren't expecting it to be good because it's cool.
I like how it has the whole social media thing involved because our society now, especially for shows like this, and everyone is based on social media and entertainment, and it's the whole plot of robots turning against us and computers turning against us. It's a different way of saying that whole story. So it should be interesting.
It's really cool. I know so much of my life is on the computer and social media, probably too much of it.
Same here. It's sad. I'm a social media whore. It's,
I know. I'm
really bad.
On the way here, and I wasn't driving. My husband was driving, and I literally got car sick. I was like, oh, I have to get off my phone. I'm just always on it. I'm always on my computer, or my phone, or doing something. And then you watch this, and you see the perspective of the Blair, the main character's computer screen the whole time, and you're like, I do that all the time. You see all the tabs she has open, and you see her thoughts by the way she types things and deletes them, and those are some of the coolest parts of the movie because you're like, oh, it's I'm sitting at my own computer right now.
It's so relatable, and it's sad because we all do it, but it's oh, I really need to have a life, a real one. We all get so
I have
stuck
a lot
to
of
it.
friends online.
Online, I know. I have over 1,000 friends online, and then 2 friends in real life. I'm like, hey guys,
yeah. Then you're at your birthday party, and you're like, where's
everyone? Whatever, I'll Instagram it. It's cool. But you're from Long Beach originally, right?
I am. I still live there too.
Nice. Yeah. I'm from Huntington Beach, so neighbors
I
a little bit. So you still live down there, and I mean that's not far for commuting, really, for auditions.
I mean, you have to commute everywhere in LA. So
I know traffic sucks all the time. It's just awful.
Yeah, I spend my life in the car or on the computer or on my phone.
Fun times here in Los Angeles, guys, that are watching from all over.
Yeah, I know, right?
Well, so you've been acting for a really long time, but what else do you like to do for fun outside of acting?
I mean, I love to travel. That's kind of the only thing that ever took me away from acting was traveling. So, I mean, if it weren't for this, I'd probably be some travel bum living out of a backpack or something. But I love to travel. I like kayaking. I live right on the beach, so I like water activities and water activities. Who says that?
Surfing, swimming,
exactly.
Fun stuff like that. That's awesome. Yeah, I mean, I feel like a lot of us here in LA are kind of we have these hyper crazy lives where we're always online and in traffic and auditions and racing around chickens with our heads cut off, and then it's you just want to chill and go to the beach, have
that's why I like living by. I'm sure in Huntington. That's why I like living by the beach because it kind of forces you to get outside sometimes. If you don't live by the beach, you're like, what am I going to do? Go sit on my front lawn?
Nope. Yeah. I know. I live in downtown LA now, and I'm like, I'm not going outside. No way. I'll stay in my little cave up here in my loft. But yeah, I mean, it sounds like you have a lot of work coming up, especially with Unfriended and CIS. Do you have any other upcoming projects? I saw you were doing like a TV show or something, right? Fairy Tales TV show.
Oh, that I did in the past. Actually, we filmed it right around the same time I was filming Unfriended. But
okay.
Yeah, I did that. I'm always looking at new projects and life of an actor.
Yeah, life of an actor. Yeah. I can't believe I'm like still thinking about the ghost question, like going back to that later. I'm sure you're going to get asked that a lot. And
oh yeah.
Do you think like people like take the movie too seriously because they get like freaked out and stuff?
I think it's kind of fun that they take it
people.
So seriously. Like it's fun/funny. It's like fun to watch how serious people get. Like sometimes like I go on my own Facebook and somebody's like, rest in peace. And I'm like, I'm right here. They're like,
that's so weird.
Sad what happened to you. And I'm like, I posted that an hour ago.
You're like, I am here.
So it's fun. It's all entertaining. It's like really cool to see how into it. Like, I don't think anybody expected everybody to like, every time you do a project, you think it's awesome and you're like super excited about it. But it's really cool to see that like, people everywhere, like all over the world. I mean, I have
huge.
Yeah, there's people from Italy, like everything, messaging about it or commenting about it, and I'm like, wow, this is cool. Like, other people think it's cool too. That's awesome.
Yeah, I mean, it was so cool for me to see you in it because, like, I met you at that small Universal Maryland audition, and then, like, when I saw this ad, it was like Universal Pictures, like in the movie theater, and I was like, oh, that's Heather.
I know, right?
Being a dead girl.
Being a
Crazy.
dead girl.
And I love that you believe in ghosts because that's like, I don't know. I personally don't believe in them because I haven't seen one. But like if I see one or like any trace of it, I would totally believe it kind of thing.
Yeah,
you know?
I think I want to believe in it. I think I like make everything seem like our cable box went out and I was like, it's a ghost. You know? Like, my husband's like, no, it's not. And then I think I kind of like push it to be real because it's interesting, and then later not on at night I'm like terrified, like praying in my bed.
Like, please don't
He's like,
hurt
well,
me.
you shouldn't have scared yourself.
Ghost scaring herself,
Yep.
you know, it happens. I mean, that would freak me out too, kind of.
Yeah.
Never know what's going on with that ghost stuff. Well, do you have anything else coming up? Any other projects?
Yeah, I mean, I'm really looking forward to the NCIS coming out. It was a really fun little role that I did. And then, hopefully some big stuff coming up.
Some big stuff coming up.
You never know.
Very nice.
Yeah.
Well, do you have any websites we could check out? Any other
let's see.
social media accounts?
Yeah, I'm on Instagram. I'm on Twitter, Facebook. Yeah, no, that's it.
All that fun stuff.
I don't have a website. I probably should have a website, but I don't have a website.
Yeah. Well, you guys have to be sure to check out Heather in Unfriended and NCIS. I'm so excited to see you in both things, especially Unfriended, because I feel like it's such a different part for you.
Yeah, it's going to be really cool. I'm really excited for Unfriended.
Yes, me too. Well, thank you so much for coming in for the interview.
Thanks for having me.
And check us out next time. Thanks for watching us here at Popcorn Talk TV with Heather Sossaman.
Thank you.
Bye, guys.
Producers Maria Menounos, Kevin Undergaro, Phil Svitek, Christian Harloff, and the entire Popcorn Talk Network. We would like to thank you for tuning in. For questions or comments, be sure to visit popcorntalk.com. I'm Sir Richard Wentworth, and this has been a presentation of the Popcorn Talk Network. Views expressed herein are those of the hosts only and do not necessarily reflect the views of the Popcorn Talk Network or its owners or principals.